Yeah, so I'm gonna take guest privilege here and define biotech as bioengineering more broadly. So I think that we will see the predominant paradigm of drug development being high throughput, multiplex, collect a bunch of data in incredibly relevant models, and then use machine learning to make sense of what's happening to find relevant and safe therapeutics. In 2050, I could even imagine a world in which we are skipping all of the in vitro and animal models altogether and taking, say, a library of known to be safe protein therapeutics and screening them directly in a patient. I know that sounds crazy, but 2050 is pretty far away. And that is a sort of science fiction future that I am super, super excited about. I also think that in general, we will see most massive industries having been reinvented by bioengineering. I think one of the industries that we are personally most keen on that happening to is the food system. If you look at something like, meat production, 10,000 years ago, Homo sapiens began domesticating animals for meat, milk, and hides, and that's a production method that, while it has increased in scale, has not really changed at all in 10,000 years. Back when our ancestors started domesticating goats in Mesopotamia. We basically selectively breed animals with traits we want. We feed them for months to years. We then kill them, and then we cut them up to get to make beef, pork, chicken, turkey, gelatin, whatever. And so, functionally, we're using animals as production technology to take plant protein inputs and convert them into outputs that we like to eat, drink, or wear. We think that that is something in 2050 people will look back on and just think is absolutely insane, right? People will say, wait a minute, to make meat, you birthed a mammal and grew that mammal for 2 years, and then you killed it and cut it up. Why didn't you just grow the meat directly? And now, thanks to companies like Memphis Meats, which is doing this for meat, or Gelator, which is doing this for gelatin, or Vitro Labs, which is doing this for leather, I do think that we are on a path to being able to make products that we typically make through animals directly through biology itself. And that is a future we are incredibly excited about.